YouTube, what's good? What is good, YouTube? My Smell Good family, what is going on? It's your guy one more time, Dedrick L. Hicks Jr. And man, do I have something in store for you guys today. Cannot wait to tell y'all about this new fragrance that I picked up. All right, but before we get into that, as always, appreciate all the love and the support. Does not go unnoticed. My subscribers are climbing, man, and that's not the part that I'm like giddy about. I'm giddy about the people who reach out to me and let me know that, hey man, I shared your page here, I shared your page there, hey, I put my buddy on your page, man. Like I really appreciate that, man, because I have a genuine love for this thing, and it's been a part of my life for so long, and it took me most of my life to realize that this is something that I wanted to do as far as reviewing fragrances and have fragrance talks on YouTube and on my podcast and different things like that. So I appreciate it, man. So thank y'all. And speaking of the podcast, episode 6 of the Smell Good Family podcast is available now. Link is in the description. I got my sister on there on this last episode, and I try to pump them out as much as possible. And I really appreciate the feedback that you guys let me know about that as well. So Smell Good Family podcast, link down below in the description. 6 episodes, y'all check them out. Let me know what you think. All right, so today's video, man, we're going to be talking about something that really blew my mind, something that really got me, discombobulated, seriously, when it comes to fragrances. All right, so lately, like I have expressed to y'all in the past few videos, that I'm just now getting into Middle Eastern fragrances, and I didn't know that I had some already, so to speak. The Hawass by Rasasi. Didn't know that was a Middle Eastern fragrance, but it is. I have some Amir Aoud, Al Hermain, fragrance. Didn't know that was Middle Eastern. But when I started learning about the Lattafa line, I was really intrigued, and I purchased 4 so far, and I received my 4th bottle from Lattafa this past week. And man, this one, I like all the ones I have so far, but this is the one that's really blew my mind. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Let's not wait any longer. I'm going to get into all of how I feel about it right now. From the house of Lattafa, man, we have Bade Aoud Amethyst. That's a beautiful bottle. I like the name too, Amethyst. It's dope. All right, so I was very hesitant on purchasing this fragrance for quite some time. Matter of fact, before I even got into Middle Eastern fragrances, I had been eyeing this one for months, but I was so nervous to grab it because I wasn't sure about the note of rose. Rose is hit and miss for me, and this has 2 notes of rose, Bulgarian rose and Turkish rose. So I was really hesitant, but I got confirmation over from Cubano's channel, and I stumbled across his review, and he sold me. He sold me on the review.
In the game, we shall see. I like having clone options for my clone lovers, because that's good. Holy fuck. Wow, that is good. How much did this shit cost? Wow.
I'm purchasing it, man. This guy, I could tell his reaction to the fragrance was genuine, so I purchased it. So I purchased it through Amazon at a great price. I got this for $30, and the price that I paid to what's inside here, it's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous, and we're going to get into all that. So we're going to get into the presentation. We're going to get into what's in it, the longevity or the performance, where you can wear it, all of that. I've worn this a couple times already, and man, I am really stunned. Like really stunned of what you get for the price you pay. The Lattafa house has not let me down, just like they haven't let a lot of you down out there. So let's go ahead and get into the presentation. All right, so this thing comes in a very nice box. All right, it comes into a case box, so to speak. Matter of fact, let me put it in here. So the fragrance came in this case. I'm gonna put it in here. So this is how it arrived. All right, nice, right? Very nice. It has the opening type of vibe where you have to open the fragrance. So this is how it came. Very nice, hefty, quality box. You get this hard, rubbery, matte finish with this box. You got that gold and that purple material. I'm a Lakers fan, so I was good to see those colors, even though we're not doing too well. But yeah, presentation, I was really taken aback by it. All right, so I opened it up, and they have this card in here. All right, and this is dope. It's like a little card. And then when I open up the card, it slides right on out, boom. And then it has the Lattafa logo on the back of it. Very dope. And then on the front, it has the name of the fragrance and then the Lattafa wording there. And then when you open it up, it has the notes on the inside of this thing. So this is dope. So it's like a little mini pamphlet or something for fragrance, which I appreciate it. I appreciate that. So just the presentation alone really had me. So I really appreciate the card and how everything came. All right. So then I took out the fragrance. It's snugged in there, but I got it out. Took out the fragrance and I got the bottle in my hand, and it was hefty. It was quality. You get this rubbery type like vibe here. Good quality material. The cap is not a magnetic cap, but it is tough to get off. So it snaps into place really, really good. You can hold it for sure. Like it ain't going nowhere. So good quality on this thing, and it's like a plate. And now the materials on this thing, I'll get as close as I can so my camera can get on it. But look at the design with the materials. This is a plate. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but that is a plate. So it's not nothing, sprayed on or painted on. Like it's a real quality like plate, and it's really, really, really dope. I mean, I'd be curious to see over time how this thing does. All right, so the presentation was solid. I was impressed by that right away. So I took the cap off this thing, and when I smelled it off the atomizer, I said, oh my God, like this thing is pushing off this atomizer, and I hadn't sprayed it yet at all. So I sprayed this thing on a tester strip, and I sprayed it on my skin. So that's what I'm doing now when I get fragrances in, or even if I'm testing fragrances, I'll spray some on the back of my hand, and I'll have the tester strip, because man, you really get the full effect of fragrances when you wear it on your hand compared to the tester strip. So I smelled it and I was blown away, just what I was experiencing from the word go. So immediately when you spray it, you get this woodsy, oody type of vibe mixed in with some spices and a little bit of a citrus kick there. That's what I got up top with that. And it floats around for maybe like a minute or two, and then the woodsy, oody note kind of fades away quickly, and it's like the rose just rushes in. That Turkish rose and that Bulgarian rose just rush in, and it's so refreshing. It smells so good, and it's accompanied by that vanilla and that amber, and you can just, to my nose, you smell all four of those notes just dancing beautiful. And then the scent gets more stronger and more bolder and pushing off of my skin. My wife was in here with me, and she smelled it, and she was like, oh, that is good. That smells really, really good. I really, really like that. It's going to be something that ladies gravitate towards, man. So fellas, look, rose can be tricky. All right, but if you have you a nice rose fragrance, especially for this time of year with the spring and the spring evenings and the summer evenings coming up, you're going to be a winner with a nice rose fragrance, even if it's not this one, if it's something else. But right off the rip, I was just really, really impressed. All right, so I'm going to get into all of the notes on this thing right now, but just to my nose, I got some spices, I got a little bit of citrus and some oozy type notes, and then that's when the rose and the amber comes in. So the main accords, according to Fragrantica, it's a rosy, oody, citrusy, amber, vanilla, spicy, floral, fresh, spicy, white floral, powdery fragrance. That lineup right there was super, super, super intriguing to me. And then we get into the notes. Up top, you get bergamot and pink pepper. And then in the mid, you get Turkish rose, Bulgarian rose with some jasmine. Don't really get a lot of jasmine. But it's some floral components in there for sure accompanying that rose. And then in the base, you get that argan wood, some vanilla, and you get some amber. So listen, guys, the word oud is tricky. The word oud makes a lot of people nervous, but This thing is blended beautifully. And the thing that I appreciate the most, even though this is a cheapie, Lattafa's presentation of their fragrances, you don't get much synthetic kicks to the face. And that's no different with this here. You don't get a alcohol-y, bitter, dirty synthetic vibe to the fragrance. You don't get that. Now most people might feel that way when they smell this off the top, but that's not what it is. That is the argan wood, the oud, so to speak, dancing around with those spices and that citrus up top, but it fades away rather quickly, at least to my nose. Somebody out there might feel like it's a synthetic thing going on, but I don't get that. So the notes were intriguing. Glad I got this fragrance. In the performance, I'm not lying to y'all, I got 12 hours. No lie. Now, I sprayed 10 sprays. Do you need 10 sprays? You don't. But I'm going to spray that 10. I had a long work day, all right? So I worked 12 hours that day, and this thing was still coming off of me when I got back home around that 12th hour after I sprayed it. The performance is great. The scent is beautiful. This is perfect for this time of year. Listen, if you guys have been eyeing this and you're looking for confirmation, grab this. Grab it. Okay? Grab it. All right? So this Middle Eastern thing has really reopened my mind. Not reopened that, really expanded my mind, so to speak, in the fragrance world. And I'm glad I'm listening to my mind because, you know, I've been designer fragrances for a while. Just start getting into some entry-level niche fragrances. And then I wanted to try, you know, some clone, well, I don't want to call them clone houses, but I don't know the proper term for them, but houses like Alexandria and Making Sense. I want to get more into those, and then from the house of Lattafa. So this is my 4th Lattafa, and this thing is great. Listen, guys, I can't express it enough. This is value, this is quality, and this is something that if you're into any type of floral sweetness mixed in with some woodsy and some vanilla and amber, grab this. Grab it. $30 on Amazon. Great bottle quality, great presentation. Stun. A complete stone cold stunner. All right, to your dog. All right, so this thing is fantastic and I love this stuff. Once again, this is a rose-based fragrance. It is a beautiful sweet rose. I've heard reviewers say this is a entry-level rose fragrance, and I'm cool with that because I'm scared of a beast mode niche fragrance, rose fragrance, so to speak. I don't know if I'm ready for that quite yet, but I can do this all day, and I'm gonna do this. So I worn this a couple times. Performance has been beautiful all day long. Very, very dope performance. Beautiful quality in the fragrance presentation. I lucked up. And anybody else who has this lucked up too. Lattafa did their thing on this. So one more time, from the house of Lattafa, you got Bade Oud Amethyst. Amethyst. Great fragrance. All right, guys, so that's gonna wrap up today's video. I'm gonna have the link down in the description where I got this from on Amazon. Guys, feel free to look into it. You got any more questions, hit me down in the comments. I'll be glad to answer them for you guys. That's when I'm gonna be spending a lot of time with this spring, summer evenings, all the way back into the fall. This is a decent, versatile fragrance for sure all year long. I'm going to test it in the wintertime, and I'll get back to you guys on that, but really dig this stuff. Videos running kind of long, but when my videos run long, that's when I'm really into something. All right, so we're going to get up out of here. You guys be cool, be safe, take care of yourselves. My Smell Good family, thank y'all for all the support once again, and I'll see you guys on the next fragrance video. Be cool.